I've said in another podcast, to allow the answers to come to you, and they will. If you will allow them to come to you, they will come to you. Calm your mind, calm your body, calm your essence, calm it down. Focus on the outcome, not the problem. See, that's what a lot of people do, is they continually focus on the problems at hand, not the outcomes, the big picture. Focus on the outcome. Allow the answers to come to you. They do, and and I've talked about the values of meditating. If you're meditating, you should, and you're probably not even, you probably, yeah, Derek, I get it. You don't even have to explain this. I get that part of it. If you're a meditator, you get a lot of these things. If you're not, pick the art up. It's a valuable tool for you mentally, just your soul, everything. Meditation, it's not just some weird science type thing that Middle Eastern whatever, because it doesn't really, if you conjure up, you have to put on a sheet and get on top of a mountain. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. Meditation just means to be quiet, to be calm, to be relaxed, think about things. Believe it or not, this is going to sound kind of gross, but a lot of people meditate without knowing it, and they do it on their porcelain throne. When they're whatever it is, your morning or night routine, whatever it is. That's when you have time to think. You're just relaxing, making sure that your body functions like it's supposed to. But I've had so many people tell me that. It's where I do my best thinking on the crapper. Well, good for you. You got a place, you got a method. Allow it to happen. Just allow it. It's what I said about things. Allow things to come to you. Allow the universe to provide you with the answers, because the universe is waiting to give you the answers. The universe has the answers. It's just waiting for you to receive them. You're fighting so hard to find things out that you're not even opening your ears. You're not being receptive. You're not being tuned in. I keep promising you guys that I'm going to do the podcast of frequency and vibrational energy, and I will do that. I just don't want to convolute things, because it's going to be kind of deep when I do it, and I don't want to. I got to gear up for that to be where you get it, where you understand it, and that's kind of been my little hold back, is that I just want to make sure that I'm prepared. Okay, so but again, allow nature, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the world, reality, to provide you with the answers. Be receptive to it. Be open to it. They'll be there. Allow yourself to have a happy life. You deserve it. You're meant to have it. A happy, healthy, wealthy life. That was God's plan for you, or your higher power. The things that are out there for you to understand, to uncover, to discover, are just little miracles. Take advantage of every one of them. If you're a person that is career oriented, goal oriented, and certainly you listen to my podcast because a lot of this stuff is helpful and beneficial, and thank you so much for doing that. But a lot of you, like myself at one time, were perfectionists, or are perfectionists. I will tell you, you need to let go of that. The beauty in life is that nothing's perfect. You can look at the most beautiful paintings in the world, from Monet to Van Gogh to El Greco, whoever your subject is. They're beautiful, great works of art. They're not perfect. Nothing is. Nothing in this world is perfect. So I want you to understand that you don't have to be perfect either. Accept yourself for who you are. Yeah, work on yourself to be better. That's the progression. We all want to be better. I do. I want to be better than I am right now. But I'm not sad that I don't have this vision of where I'm supposed to be, and sad because I'm not there. Perfection is, it's mythological. It's not going to happen. The only perfection in life is that you understand that you're moving forward constantly. Once you do that, you understand perfection. So let go of perfection. There's no need to harbor the idea that until you're perfect or perfect at something, you're not good enough. Damn it, you're good enough right now. Just keep moving forward. It's okay. There's also times that you need to, quote unquote, unplug. Unplug, what does that mean? Turn the cell phone off. Turn the TV off. The stereo. I'm a big advocate. I've told you, I've got a couple of podcasts that talk about listening to the podcast, not just mine, but, a lot of podcasts. When you're driving to and from work, it's an educational university. It is. And do it. But sometimes, it's more important to not have anything on. To not hear anything. Just turn it all off. Tune out. Tune out your phone, tune out your radio, tune out your TV. Just relax and enjoy nature, enjoy your surroundings. Tune out. Okay? It's healthy. It's absolutely healthy. If you're checking your phone for emails and your Twitters and whatever, nonstop, that's obsessive. That's an addiction. It's compulsive. And we all know that addictions are not healthy. So, resist the urge. It's okay to be in touch, and it's okay to have communication, when people need you or you need other people. Great. That's what they're there for. But it doesn't become your third leg. It's not, you don't have to have it to operate. All right? What did people do, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and 80s, really? They didn't have all these gadgets that they were glued to. And when I was growing up, had a phone hooked on a wall with a 20-foot cord. That was my communication. But better than that, my communication was, my friend up the street that, we hung out, and we, I didn't call it cell phone. A cell phone? What was that? That was some Orson Welles crap right there. Anyway, unplug. Also, are you an instinctual person? Do you have, you feel things that, and you're, and again, I told you I'm going to get into vibrations and stuff. It's important stuff, but not now. But do you feel, sometimes that, like, I'm in a down cycle? How do I get out of this down cycle? Something bad's going to happen. Something, you just feel it. There's an idea that to prevent these things, it's basically rooted in your day-to-day activities, as far as being in a rut, doing the same thing every day, almost routinely. Routines are good, routines are bad. You know, sometimes, you remember the old Supertramp song, "Take the Long Way Home"? Man, I love that song. It's just, it talks about, you become a part of the furniture. Just a brilliant song. Anyway, that kind of exemplifies what I'm talking about as far as, get out of your rut. Take a different way home. Do something a little different. Read a different book. Read a different subject matter. Do something you normally wouldn't do to get out of that little funk that you have. That feeling. Create something, because oftentimes when you're headed down a path, that mental path will lead you into a negative situation. So you need, when you understand it and you recognize it, you have to get out of it. You have to kind of, you take a hammer and break it. Do something. Going a different route home. Going to a different grocery store. Do something different. Call up an old friend you haven't heard from in a while. Have a meaningful conversation with an old friend that you haven't talked to in a long time. These are things that you can do to insert the some positive and some creativity into your life to propel you forward in the manner that you want to be. Okay, so get out of your rut, get out of your habits. The habits are strong. It's so hard to do. But you being a willful-minded person that understands things, the fact that you're listening to this podcast again lets me know that you understand what I'm talking about. There's forces out there that plot against you. And I don't mean to sound creepy or weird. I don't mean for that to sound that way. But there are just negative things that happen. In other words, and they, you become a sponge and you start to absorb. Once you get a little negative, you get a little more negative. You get a little more negative. No. Change what you're doing. Okay. Bounce the negative off, because you are a positive person. So your positivity is your inner being. You're positive. See, negative's always trying to get in, right? Negative's trying to get in. The positive is in you, and the negative's trying to get in to absorb the positive. So you're more negative than you are positive. You don't do that. Your natural resistance is to be positive and to combat the negative. I hope that makes sense. Again, sometimes I get a little corny. Apologize. Well, listen. Again, I've gone probably a little more than I wanted to, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the, getting out there, and I hope that my message permeates with you, and that you understand. Again, guys, it's my ultimate pleasure to present ideas, positive ideas and things that will shape and shift your mind into the right ways of thinking, to the right ways of being, to make sure that you garner the best life that you can. It's within your grasp. Hell, you may even be living a great life now, and I applaud you for that. And you're just wanting to reach, to solidify it. That's great. I'm so blessed in my own life, and but I do this because what do they say? The best student is the teacher. The best student is the teacher. Okay, so that's how I view this. It's that the more that the ideas of positive creation and the force of being positive, and the idea of being successful in life, it should be easier than it is in a lot of cases. But again, I'm on the I'm on